Hey everybody, welcome to another recap and review of the Traitors US Season 4, Episode 9.
Do have fun. If you can.
Wow, what an episode. What an episode. Am I right?
Yeah.
So filled to the brim with stuff.
I could write I can write a paragraph and you would gather everything that happened in this episode. Just one. 5 sentences.
A standard paragraph.
Not a long. A standard 5-sentence paragraph about this episode. That's how uneventful.
That's how I felt.
It was.
Some people actually, but I was going online through the hashtag. People felt the complete opposite. People were like, finally, the game is being played.
Is it? I didn't catch that from this. I didn't catch that from this episode.
I don't know.
Maybe I gotta watch it again. Maybe. I did watch it again today.
Oh, you did?
Still didn't catch it.
Oh. Well.
Sorry. Yeah. Maybe a third time charm.
I don't know.
But I didn't see the. I think maybe people are happier that Johnny and Tara are talking more and have more screen time because they genuinely do have a fun relationship.
They do.
Maybe that's it. But outside of things like gameplay, I feel like it's still nobody has any clues on what's going on.
Yeah.
We obviously laid the last episode in suspense because we see that Rob has picked Eric to be the new traitor. And it kind of ends on Rob revealing himself and Eric kind of being like, whoa, right? So this episode picks up right there with Rob's reveal to Eric of who he is outside the castle as a traitor in front of the fire. Very, ceremonial.
Very.
And Eric is just in pure disbelief. He's like, whoa.
I can't believe it.
Oh. And Rob is like,
Hey, bro.
What's up, player?
What's up, player?
What's up, player?
He took that hood off.
What's up, player?
Oh my God. What's up,
player?
Smooth.
Rob.
I know that's right.
Player.
He been keeping it cool. Now he's like, listen, I've gotten those girlies, those housewives out the house. I could finally just do my thing. I need another male in here.
He said, I'm the traitor hunter.
I'm the traitor hunter. And Eric is just in total disbelief.
He eating it up.
He is. He's like, wow, you're so good. Oh, my God. What? I mean, just praising him. Rob loves that shit.
He does. He knows how to turn on that charm.
He does. And, obviously Rob gives him his ultimatum, basically saying that, tonight you can either die or become a traitor with me. Those are your only two options. So what you picking? And Eric obviously is like, come on, man, I'll do this with you. I'll be a traitor with you.
Yes.
Rob ceremoniously hands over the hoodie to Eric and puts it on him and says, green looks good on you, man.
He putting it on him. He like a salesman.
Yeah, green looks good on you, man. Then turns around,
it out on his shoulders.
Right.
making sure he's a fly traitor.
Yeah.
And then lets him know, and good, because we're going to have to kill somebody tonight. He said, oh.
Yeah.
Getting right to the biz naive, huh?
Uh-huh.
With that, they head to that turret. Obviously, they do the whole entire thing where they reveal themselves again, which was just really interesting to me. I was like, okay. We already know. We did this outside.
Right. We just did this.
It's the ceremony.
The dramatic effect.
This is crazy.
And Eric just cannot believe that he is a traitor and in the turret, and now in Rob's kind of palm.
Yeah.
He doesn't feel that way. He feels like they're equals. I don't feel like anybody's equal to Rob at this point.
I've been doing this a long time, but we are equals.
Yeah.
So let's stick together and let's get to the end. Trust me.
Yeah.
Not at all.
But
Rob was working at Jelly. He's
He
telling
was.
him we're equals in here, and we only have 3 round tables left. Let's see how we can think logically about these things.
I trust you.
Yeah.
Eric is like,
I want you to trust me.
yeah. He's like, let's trust each other. Eric is like, I don't know, Rob, because I just watched you get 2 of your traitors out. I don't know if you're going to do the same thing to me.
Right.
He's like, I'm excited to be working with Rob, but I don't know if he'll like stab me in the back.
And And I mean, you see Rob immediately whenever they get into the turret, he leads it completely.
Yep. Immediately.
It's showing him the way, you know?
Yeah.
He takes command and he lets them know what we're choosing between tonight. Like, because, and Rob pretty much lays out the names. He lays out Natalie, Dorinda, and Steven.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, we have an interesting situation because we have Natalie, who was a number for them technically. Dorinda is not. Steven, I wouldn't say that he is either. So it's risky, right? Do we kill someone who's a number for us, or do we kill someone just to kind of throw people off / make someone feel someone different?
Right.
They know that Steven already has some scent on him for possibly being a traitor, so they're like, okay, well, we have Natalie and we have Dorinda, and who are we going to choose from?
Yeah.
And with that,
we had to breakfast.
We had to head to breakfast. Now, at breakfast, Mark, Kristen, and Rob are together first. And they all agree that they have some antennas and ideas floating around on Johnny because he was the closest one to Candace.
Yep.
Also, in a couple of challenges ago, whenever they did the pose photo shoot gallery challenge, Candace was really pushing for Johnny to go into the gallery because the gallery people were able to get a shield. They used that to kind of pin it on Johnny as well. I mean, in my mind, I'm just sitting here thinking,
but did I go?
I'm just thinking, y'all really sitting here talking about Johnny. I mean, if there's anybody in the house who I didn't think, I mean, he'd be a great traitor because I literally would never think it was Johnny.
Not at all.
Like, I have I would never think it was Johnny. And whenever they talk about Eric and Tara walk in next for breakfast. Eric is a bit nervous because it's his first morning as a traitor, so he's trying to keep his cool, do his breathing.
He has a great way to not put his foot in his mouth at the table. And he said, instead, I'm going to put a croissant in my mouth. This man, whole breakfast. Not one scene. He was shoveling everything he could in his mouth. He said, I'm not going to speak, honey.
Hungry Eric.
We going to eat today.
We not speaking. We eating.
I'm going to hear all of the conversation going on. But whenever Eric and Tara walk in, you can immediately sense that there is a defensiveness in Tara. Obviously, from last night's round table, she understands that one of her closest friends and best friends in life, his name is now currently on people's lips. So Tara brings up Johnny's name at breakfast. Ironic because they were just talking about Johnny, but whenever Tara comes in for her to bring up Johnny, then causes their ears to go up again because they're like, wait, what? Like, we didn't even bring him up. You brought him up. And she just wanted to reassure everybody that Johnny is not a traitor. And they are like, suspicious.
Yeah.
They're suspicious.
He's my best friend. I would know.
Very, very, very suspicious. Johnny and Mara walk in next. Johnny comes into breakfast already on the defense, baby.
Already.
He's talking about stories. He's telling stories. Candace, when you're close to someone and you're just like, you get betrayed by them and I didn't even know and all these things, right? And people are kind of like, oh, side-eyeing Johnny. You could tell he doesn't feel very safe in his seat right now. And he just is kind of word vomiting a lot of things to just, I guess, throw some kind of scent off of him, but I think it just is kind of working backwards on him. It's having a reverse effect because it's just ironic that we were talking about Johnny before Tara and Eric walked in. Then Tara and Eric walk in and Tara immediately brings up Johnny. And then Johnny and Mara walk in and then Johnny is immediately like, it feels so.
See, when Candace, look, the thing with Candace, okay, let me tell you about Candace. Like, Johnny, stop.
Like, you can tell us so much about a traitor. Maybe you might be one.
Hello.
But we kind of have a break in conversation randomly. Whenever, who knew? Mara,
of all
people, decides to bring up, and this is just casually at breakfast. Like, this isn't like anybody has said anything that's sensitive to that. Mara was just like, I thought it was you. and looks right at Rob.
I thought this morning it could have been you because Candace voted for you.
Rob said,
Me? And she said, well, yeah, Candace wrote your name down. Twice. So.
She was just trying to
deflect.
Yeah.
She's trying to deflect. That's the thing.
Throw away.
She's trying to get throw away.
Throw away, boy.
You've got to. I mean, they're gonna put Mara on everything after this show. I'll tell you that right
They
now.
have to.
She really is because she's a little gem
With her little bus trolley hat.
with her little bus trolley hat. And she always has a cute little fit on.
Yeah.
Now, whenever we're waiting for these last few people to arrive to the round table, not round table, I'm sorry, to breakfast. We hear the knock on the door. Door opens, and Stephen and Natalie walk through, which means that good old Dorinda is murdered.
She is murdered.
And Dorinda, you held on. Remember last season?
did.
You were going the first episode.
And she couldn't handle it.
Now look at you. You made it halfway through the game. Maybe if they bring you on one more time.
No, that's enough.
You
Sorry,
might take this
Dee
thing.
Dee Dee.
You might take this thing. So with us finding out that Dorinda is murdered, it is now time for the after breakfast banter. Okay.
Well, also at breakfast.
Oh yes.
Johnny was saying. Wait, is this before breakfast or after? Go ahead. I think this is after, actually.
Yeah. Okay. Going to after breakfast banter. We have Stephen, Eric, and Mark all going to the kitchen, and they're talking, privately about it being Johnny. Like, oh, we're going to go for Johnny. We're going to go for Johnny. Johnny. Sure, it's Johnny. Johnny.
Look at that quaff. It's Johnny.
Look at that quaff.
It's got to be Johnny.
That porcelain skin.
Look at that porcelain skin.
It's Johnny.
Look at the couture. It's Johnny. Surely. I mean, they are just talking to each other about it being Johnny. Craziness. However, Johnny and Tara immediately, Hansel Gretel. Holding on to each other. We need to go and speak.
Yes.
They pull each other to the side, and obviously Tara warns him that his name is in people's mouths, which he knows.
Yes.
Johnny reveals that he's going to angle a counteract against Steven using his conversation with Candace, the previous episode where him and Dorinda were pushed out of the room while him and Candace talked privately.
Yes.
That's kind of the angle that Johnny's going to work with to try to push people to vote for Steven, which is a very smart angle, I think.
It's a good one.
It makes sense. And then after that conversation, we have a conversation with Kristen and Tara because Tara is pulling Kristen to the side.
I want to talk to you, girl.
I want to talk to you, girl. Right. And you can tell Kristen's going in with a very interesting energy because if you remember back when we were talking about breakfast, Kristen was one of the first people to come in. She was talking about it possibly being Johnny. So now that Tara's pulling her to the side, Kristen has her antennas up as well. She's like, what do you want from me? Right. So she's going in she's very trepidatious on the conversation. And Tara's just like trying to pick her brain, basically.
Yeah.
Tara's putting in work.
Yep.
Johnny's
She
name,
is.
this is the most I've ever seen Tara in this whole season.
Tara said, not my bestie.
Not my bestie. Kind of, trying to gauge where Kristen's head is at. And Kristen says, to be honest, I think it's you. Tara says, oh.
Really?
I'm not faithful.
Yeah.
I'm a faithful. Kristen said, well, and I faithfully think it's you. Okay.
You gotta love Kristen gonna take it to your face.
She is.
Never gonna talk behind your back. I got my eyes on you and y'all in general. She thinks that her and Johnny got something going on.
Because Tara came into this conversation like, so Steven, right? We know it's Steven's totally. And she said, ooh, hold on.
I don't think
I think it's you.
Very much so. And with that, we kind of are headed to the challenge. On the way to the challenge, Rob, Mara, and Johnny are all in the car, and they're trying to keep their cool while Johnny is literally kind of fighting for his life in the car.
Yes.
They're sitting in the back seat. Johnny's in the front seat. Johnny's over here. Johnny over here. Y'all,
Yes.
just so you know, I really didn't think.
I literally wrote down, I said, Steven is in his car pushing people to vote for Johnny. Meanwhile, Johnny is in his car stressed.
Begging for his life.
Poor Johnny.
It's a very divided house right now. But that was on the way to the challenge, and now we get to said challenge.
We get to the challenge, and they're in the forest, and there's Jack-in-the-Boxes all around them.
Life size.
Jack-in-the-Boxes.
Jack-in-the-Boxes.
Mm-hmm. And Alan says, like, he explains the mission and says they have to answer questions about the traitors' opinions of each of the other players and match their answers to what the traitors put. And the traitors are basically going to be doing this, like, right in front of them, basically. So everybody's going to go into the box. The traitors are going to come out. They're going to pick who they think or who they want to put for whatever the question is. And then they're going to go back into the box. And then everybody's going to come out and be like, oh, let's put this. But of course, the traitors have an advantage because they're answering the questions and they're pretending to be faithfuls.
Yeah.
Pretending. Emphasis.
Yeah.
So the first question was, who do the traitors find most valuable? So they're like, oh my God, the traitors they're going to come out. They're going to come out. Mm-hmm. So Eric and Rob, they come out. They're
creeping out these boxes,
They creeping. Yeah, you hear the steps. They're like, Eric is like, oh my God. And then Rob's like, I'm like a cat. And he meows.
Confident.
I'm nimble, like a cat.
Meow. Confident.
I like that. Boy, come here. Meow for
I mean, he's winning the ladies over.
He is. So
I'm ashamed.
It's okay, girl. Meow. Meow. The first person that they choose for this question is Tara. Mm-hmm. So everybody gets out with their answer, and they got like 2 people voted for Tara, but the traitors voted for Tara. So everybody is like, Tara, why did they pick your name? Oh my gosh. They go back into their box, and the second question is, who do the traitors think is the most manipulative? So now Eric and Rob come back out again, and they're chatting, they're talking, they're like, we should just confuse them. We should just keep picking the same person. Confuse them so that they're like, oh my God, they're in disarray.
I think if we do Tara for every single answer, it gives them nothing. Yeah, I agree. I know I picked a good one, bro. We really are. That was going to be fun.
So they picked Tara.
Yeah.
But in this round was funny because Natalie had 6 votes against her.
Yes.
But the traitors still voted Tara, so everybody's still like, what the fuck?
Natalie's like, why are they saying I'm manipulative? I don't get it.
I'm so pissed about being voted the most manipulative because I want people to trust me. I am a faithful, for God's sake.
This is crazy.
Yeah, they're like,
I want people to trust me.
Right.
We know, girl. They don't.
Right. They're like, what the fuck? So they're like, okay. So everybody's kind of like, did we put
So Tara is both the most useful and the most manipulative?
Yes.
Interesting. Okay.
Right. The third question is, who do the traitors think doesn't deserve to be in the finals? Again, they're picking Tara. But 5 people named Mara.
And that's because that's the right answer. Okay.
I said, now they playing that game honestly.
They are.
Whoa.
They are.
Natalie is finna slide and Mara's like, whoa.
Yes.
What you mean, me?
What? Throw away.
How could they think it was me?
Right.
And Tara at this point too, before like everybody reveals their answers for this one, they give us a little bit of her confessional, and she's kind of catching on like, if they put me down a third time, like I'm gonna know something is up. Mm-hmm. But if they think I'm gonna write down my own name just to add money to the pot, they have me confused. I am not writing down my own name. That's not happening.
Right.
And it's so crazy
Tara.
because
so we can win some money because we're not winning any money.
You can definitely tell how manipulative people are in this game.
Oh, yeah.
People. So Tara did the right thing.
She did.
She absolutely did.
Because if she would have voted for herself, she probably would have sealed her fate.
Yeah.
Like, well, you did vote for yourself at the round table. I mean, I don't think any of us would vote for ourselves, right? Like, we said it.
I just did it for the money.
Interesting. More money for you as a traitor.
Right.
You know,
Right.
So.
Yep.
This fourth question is, who do the traitors think would be a great traitor? And I forgot if it was Mara or somebody else, but basically someone says, we should all vote Tara, right? Like, we want the money. We should all just vote Tara.
Yeah.
They're clearly targeting her. So they all come back. They go in. They come back out. And everybody voted for Tara except for Tara and Johnny.
Oh, great.
What happened?
I was trying to go off logic, guys. I didn't realize we were trying to put Tara on there.
We all kind of said, let's just go Tara to get the money. And everyone goes Tara except Tara and Johnny. Noted.
The besties, because they're not voting.
They said, we're not going to play this game deceitfully. The traitors want you to play this game deceitfully.
Yeah.
They want you to be confused. We're going to play it how we're supposed to play. Because even if we don't get this money, you still get a chance to see where people's heads are at if they answer honestly.
Yeah.
But if you don't, then it kind of defeats the purpose of the game because then you don't see where people's heads are at. So they said, we're going to play this game truthfully and honestly. I don't care if y'all talking about you're going to put me. I'm not putting me.
Yep.
Neither is Johnny.
Okay. Everybody is like, fuck, Johnny and Tara, what happened?
Yeah.
Well, I thought we were all going to vote Tara. And Johnny said, I didn't know we were doing that.
Right.
Sorry, I forgot. I didn't know that's what we were doing.
I'm voting honestly.
He said, I'm playing this game honestly. I didn't know we were doing that.
Right.
Not to my bestie.
Not to my bestie.
You will not
Hell
seal her
no.
fate.
My bestie TT. Okay, this is the final question. For this question, Alan announces that the traitors will provide 4 players for the shortlist for murder tonight. And the 4 players chosen will be locked in their boxes rather than being able to open their box in the end of this question. The question is, who do the traitors want to shortlist for murder tonight? So, time is a ticking, and then they open their boxes. The 4 players chosen to be on the shortlist, Natalie, Tara, Kristen, and Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Tara, like, what have I done?
No, literally.
To get here.
But also, I would feel like at that moment, let's think back to everything that we've been through in this game so far. Mm-hmm. Who are people who have constantly avoided their name being put down in challenges and situations?
Technically, only Tara and Johnny, though.
Well, I feel like...
And Mark.
Oh, yeah. I think I was going to say Mark has been someone who has not really had his name very much thrown out there during challenges. Rob only recently was getting his name thrown out there, and that was strictly because of Candace and nobody else. So I don't really count that because she knew that he was a traitor to begin with. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, when it comes to people like knowing, it's like there are people who are kind of always avoiding being on a list of anything, and it happens to be those people.
Yeah.
So, like, let's narrow our minds, but they just don't want to. They're like, my goodness, shortlist for murder. They must have put themselves on the list.
Right.
It's the perfect cover-up. You're thinking way too deep into this.
Yeah.
You're thinking way too... I'm sorry, y'all. Take it out.
Take it out.
Y'all gotta look at who's in the house.
Yeah.
Y'all got all of the deep players out. You know, you gotta look at who is in the house. This is not that kind of game anymore, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, everybody goes back to the castle except for those 4 players, and then at the castle, you know, they have their little after mission discussions.
Yes. So, child, we back at the castle, and everybody like Steven. Steven, it's you and them sweaters. Steven, it's you. Mm-hmm. But then everybody's kind of sort of like, I don't know, though, with that challenge today, maybe it really is Johnny, you know? So at this point, Steven and Johnny's names are swirling around that castle. Tara and Johnny come together. They hold hands. They hug up. They are wound into each other. And they said, you know what? If that's how they want to play this game, let's just do our thing. Let's make it very clear that you and I are a team. Let's team up and let's fight for each other at this round table tonight. Like, no more of that, oh, I don't want to really play like how strong our friendship is. Like, no, let's be who we are, because these traitors they're trying to confuse everybody. And at this point, it really seems like all we got is us two right now. So let's really come together, team up for each other. Besties for the besties for life. Because they think that if they don't, then they are both not going to survive banishment tonight. So they're like, let's team up. And honestly, not too much was happening in the conversations after the challenge. It was just very much Johnny or Steven, but no real strong arguments or like campaigning against them. It was kind of like the groundwork was already laid. The two options were already out there, and they just had to decide at round table like who had the best argument.
This guy is laying down with his crop top vest on, hands behind his back, and I'm like sitting there just trying to be normal, and it's really hard.
And
that's what it gave.
The softness basically also came from whenever on the ride back from the challenge, Natalie. And Natalie was able to ride in the car with Johnny, and Johnny was just explaining his feelings. And Natalie was like, defeated. I really don't feel like it is him. Like, he is actually torn up about this.
Deflated right
now.
now.
If he really is a good traitor, he is acting great. But I don't think that it's him. I think it's Steven. Still wrong. Great
good
job
for Johnny.
Because you're also wrong on Johnny. So no one's right on the person who needs to be right on.
Nobody's right. Nobody is right. Okay. So we get to the round table.
Yeah.
And Tara said, I'm speaking up first.
Yeah, Tara wasted no time.
I ain't never seen Tara. Okay.
She was quick.
Tara was the one that came into breakfast ready to fight.
Yeah.
Came in the round table ready to fight. I said, I like this Tara.
I do too. Tara came in there and she said, so let me speak first. I just want to say, Johnny is a faithful. I can promise you that Johnny is a faithful. I know he is. Mara jumps in. But how do you know?
How do you know he's a faithful?
How do you know he's a faithful? How do you know? And Johnny jumps in. Johnny's like, well, because, they're fighting for each other at this round table. So Johnny sees that Mara's starting to go in on Tara. And so he jumps in like, let me save you, Tara. Well, Tara would know that I'm not a traitor because we're best friends. We tried to hide that throughout our time in this castle, but we are best friends. We have worked together. We've gone through competition together. So we know each other's temperament. We know what's going on, and we're best friends. And she would know if I was a traitor. She would be able to like sniff that out. That's how we know. We know each other.
We're besties.
We're besties.
And y'all are not going to try to play us here.
Right.
So say another name.
So then Mark jumps in. Whoa. Mark, forgot you was here.
Listen, is his hair still pulled back in the bun? Okay.
And I could put it in a bun.
With his hat on.
So Mark jumps in. And he's like, yeah, I totally understand. That competition world, you do get really close, like with your team and your teammates and stuff like that. And Johnny and Tara, they're like, yes, exactly. You understand. And Mark says, but even with all that, I would not come into this game just blindly trusting in and supporting someone who I just know because we do competitions together. That's just not what I would do.
I blindly trust Tara.
Johnny said, I will blindly trust Tara. I don't care.
Tara, I blindly trust Johnny. Absolutely. 100%.
They are putting it on the table.
They are friends.
They're like, you better say another name.
Say it. Say another one.
And get his out your mouth because he's a faithful and I am too. Yeah. We don't know what the hell's going on in this game. We were just talking last episode about how the hell are we still here?
Right. No, literally.
We're literally just as clueless as everybody else in this thing except for two people who know what's going on. Find another name.
Oh my goodness. I loved it. They were not letting up.
They weren't. I loved it.
So then Johnny says, look, let's stop talking about me. Let's start talking about Mr. Good Sweater over there, Steven. Let's talk about that moment that you had with Candace before the last round table, where me and Dorinda tried to come and talk to you. Candace told us, nope, don't come in. Get out the room, right? Y'all two have a private conversation. Me and Dorinda were the two that were trying to come into that room. Now Dorinda is murdered, and now my name is getting floated all around this castle. I think Steven, because Candace was found out to be a traitor, and she had that private conversation with you, I think she was trying to warn you because you are a traitor. And so you wanted to get rid of one of the two people who noticed this private conversation happening. And so you murdered Dorinda, and now you're trying to get me out of the house as the last piece, of evidence, basically, that conversation happened. Steven is like, I don't know what you're talking about. It was just a regular conversation. We was just talking about game. Both of our names were coming up. So we were just talking. There was no traitor, nothing going on. I'm a faithful. I don't know what to tell you. Real plain. Steven don't have much bite just yet at the table.
Just yet.
Just yet. So then Kristen jumps in and she says, well, Johnny and Tara, it's just kind of suspicious that now all of a sudden at this round table, y'all want to go up for each other and be buddy and friends. It's giving suspicious.
I didn't know y'all were this close.
Like, we know y'all were close because, like, of course y'all are both Olympians, but we didn't know it was like this. Y'all are fighting tooth and nail for each other at this table, and y'all have never done that before at any point throughout this game. So then Mark says, look, Johnny, you need to fight. You need to fight and tell us right now why you are not a traitor. Because if you don't, then we're going to think that you are. So you need to fight hard for why you're not right now at this table. Johnny said, I don't got to fight. I don't have to fight. You know why? Because I'm a faithful. And it's obvious that I'm a faithful. So I don't need to fight, honey.
Like, fight for what? I'm not trying to make you feel like I'm anything less than what I am, which is a faithful.
Yeah.
I would fight for it if I was a traitor, but I'm genuinely not one.
Yeah.
Like,
so I'm not going to fight. I'm telling you.
This is what I am. You can choose to believe me or not, but
that's on you. So Natalie jumps in because, as we know, in the car ride over, that's when she has the revelation of like, it's not Johnny. There's no way it's him, right? So Natalie steps into the table and she says, well, Steven, I just really thought today at breakfast that you seemed really fake. All of your interactions seemed fake. You didn't seem genuine. The way you were just smiling and talking to people and giving hugs, shaking hands, and kissing babies.
Steven being Steven.
I ain't like it. And it was fake to me. So Steven said, oh, you want to talk about mamas? Steven said, oh, okay. So you think I'm a traitor? Natalie said, yeah, I do. He said, okay, cool. So guess what, Natalie? Your name is going on my list as a traitor now. That's what I think. I think you a traitor. So now what?
Okay.
This helps nobody. We're no closer than we were at the top of this round table.
Give Steven an inch. Steven gonna take him out. Okay. So then basically at this point, we're at that point where Natalie and Steven, they're kind of going at it. And then Alan comes in. He's like, round table over. It's time to vote. Okay. So in the point before everybody starts writing down their votes for who to banish for tonight, Natalie's sitting next to Rob at the round table. So she's whispering to him because remember in the Dagger 6, Natalie was there. Everybody that was in that group knows that Rob has the daggers, right? Which is the power to have 2 votes at banishment, right? So Natalie is like, Rob. Yeah. Hey, guy. She's like, hey, Rob, you need to use your dagger power.
Just say you have it. Because I'm the only one in the dagger group. Look for murder tonight.
I have it.
You need to use that dagger power because I can't really tell what's going to happen at this round table. You don't really have many more round tables to use it, so you might as well use it now.
I didn't know that she said use it. dang.
Yeah, she told him to use it.
I thought
She said you need to tell them that you have the dagger.
Yeah, I thought she was telling him. I thought she was telling him to tell them that he has a dagger, but I didn't know that was her also telling him to like say that you use it.
Yeah, because you have to be able to use the dagger. You have to reveal yourself at the table and say like, "It's me. I have the dagger. I want to use it." So her telling him to say that you have it is her saying like, use your damn dagger.
Oh.
You know, so Rob basically, he goes, no. Rob's like, he whispers, I have the dagger. But he don't say it for real. He doesn't say it out loud. And he's basically telling her, no, I'm not going to use it. I'm going to keep this power in my pocket. Right. So Natalie's like, whatever, you know, it's your power. You can do what you want with it. Right. And in the confessional, Rob says, like, I don't know why she was trying to get me to use my dagger. Like, my dagger is a power that I have over everybody that was in that dagger 6 with me, and also the other people at the table who don't know that I have the dagger, because it gives me power in the situation. And everybody knows, well, the people who were in my little dagger 6, they not gonna go against me. You're not going to go against Rob, because you know that Rob can vote against you twice if you ever try it with me. So he wants to hold on to this power as long as he can, and I had to respect it. So we go around with all the votes. Oh, and it's a Steven party.
No, it's a Steven party.
Steven.
Johnny.
Okay. Tar. Steven Tar. Okay, whatever. Steven. So Steven gets banished.
He
goes up there. I was kind of like, dang, I was just starting to like you, Steven.
I didn't even know who that man was to this day. I don't know enough about Steven to like Steven.
Yeah.
But great job, Steven, for being a faithful, because you were just being yourself.
He was. He went up there with his nice sweater and his nice jeans, and he was like, I'm a faithful. Y'all blew it. And he turns off and walks up out of there.
You blew it.
You blew it. So after the round table, after Steven gets banished, of course, you know, you have the post round table talk. Kristen and Eric. Ooh, who saw this coming? Not me.
No one.
So Eric's in the kitchen with Mark, right? With Mark and Kristen. Mm-hmm. And Kristen gets up on Eric and she's like, you know what was so funny tonight, Eric? Eric like, what? What was so funny?
What's funny, Kristen? My girl.
Kristen said, I just thought it was so funny how you ain't have a damn thing to say at banishment tonight. What was that all about? Because you was real quiet, and I thought that was real weird.
Why didn't you have like a ton of stuff to say tonight? Like, it's starting to feel, Eric, if I'm being very honest with you, it's like, oh, what do you think?
Yeah, no.
I'm like, say something.
And Eric is like, he is
glitching. And right in time, Rob runs into the room, just floats in the middle of the conversation. And now it is Rob, Mark, and Kristen. And they're just all talking to Eric about
why you ain't say nothing.
Interesting.
Eric tells Kristen, well, if you noticed, at the last few banishments, I've kept my words, you know, until the end, because I just don't want to sound like a fool. And Kristen says, interesting, you don't want to sound like one, because your show looked like one tonight.
Oh.
In short, I haven't learned much about the round table tonight, except for how much Eric wasn't saying anything. And it's making me nervous. There's all these little nuances that I'm picking out now. Sometimes you have a gut reaction, so I might as well say what I need to say.
Ooh.
Kristen is going in. Going hard. She's stern.
She is going
When you look up stern, that's Kristen.
You're going to see Kristen in her blazer.
Absolutely. Hair.
Pushed back.
Poised. Posture up.
Oh, yes.
Funny that you say that, because you look like a fool.
You look the damn fool.
Tonight. Why didn't you say anything? You always have something to say. But tonight, you had nothing to say.
Well, I.
Okay. She is on him like white on rice, and it is not seeming like she is going to get off of his neck.
Not at all.
She's putting the gas full blown to the floor.
On Eric. It's like, ouch, Eric. Night 1, day 1 as a traitor. You have already gotten yourself shot in the foot. That's a shame. I'm so sorry it had to happen to you. So Kristen tells Rob and Mark, they go off to another room, and she's like, I'm on Eric. Just so y'all know, Eric is suspicious to me. That's who I'm thinking is the traitor, right? So from here, all that we see is that the people who were on the short list for the murder for tonight, they all have to like individually go down to like the little basement or whatever, and turn this little jack in the box. They got to turn it. And whoever pops out, they will know if they have been murdered for tonight. And as this is happening, we see a little bit of what's going on in the turret with Rob and Eric. Rob is Joe Cool up in there.
Yes.
Rob is chilling.
You gotta be chilling whenever you ain't being talked about. Still,
Rob is chilling. So he like, who should we murder tonight? What should we do? From our pick of the 4, who should we go for?
I'm letting you know right now, if you murder Kristen,
yeah,
people are gonna come for you.
Just so you
know. So be ready.
Just be ready.
Decide.
He's like, Kristen will be good for my game, sure. But for your game, like, she's on you. And she has let me and Mark know at this point. So if you get her out, that's on you. Mind you, again, Rob gets to tell somebody, you could kill whoever you want. That's on you. Because I'm Rob.
I mean, craziness. People are really, he's playing. When I say playing this, he playing this game. He playing this game.
I want him to
Traitor
win.
Fully traitor. Now it's like, I would hate for him to do all this work and not win.
Exactly. So they're in a very interesting position with that short list. They have Tara and Johnny. If Tara or Johnny is voted out, everybody will automatically know it wasn't the other one that voted for them, clearly. If Mara gets voted out, it's like, not voted out, murdered for the night. It's kind of like, maybe that would be like the one with the less blood on your hands for sure, but that's also like Rob losing a number in the house. And it's not that bad of a number to lose, honestly, because
she brought you up at breakfast.
Mara is picking up steam, and she has said your name. You're just lucky that people don't really take her serious that much in the castle. So your name was brought up, and nobody had any more conversation to ask her about that afterwards.
And y'all are both from Love Island, so you're trying to keep her there, and you know that she's trying to keep you safe. But she also put a little scent on you this morning. I'm like, I thought it was you. Looked at him straight too, and so calmly. And I think that he knew that he kind of got away with that, but I feel like it would be smart to,
Yeah, I agree. And then, of course, if they get Kristen out, all the heat is going to come on Eric. So really, to me, it looks like their only option is, Mara. They could go Kristen or Tara. Johnny or Tara. But the only thing that murder would do
was let people know that they're not
the other
them.
one. So who else could it be?
I feel like you have to murder Natalie.
Off.
It's time for Natalie to go.
But Natalie's not on the short list.
Yes, she
is.
Oh, I said Mara. Oh my God. Because I was saying Mara. My bad.
No,
Natalie's on the short list, not Mara. Excuse me. So Mara cannot get murdered. My bad. Forget I said all that. Natalie, excuse me. That's who's on the short list. You can get rid of Natalie.
That's what I was saying. That's the best vote. Just go get rid of Natalie.
Yeah.
Rob loses a number. Whoop. He has plenty of other numbers at this point. But we're at a very crucial part of the show where now we are kind of at a house divided. And the numbers getting smaller, and numbers actually really matter this time. Yeah. And Natalie has already professed how much she trusts Rob.
Yeah.
Every episode, I trust you. I trust you. I trust you. It's important for traitors to have people who trust them just like that.
True.
So it'll be kind of hurtful to get rid of Natalie because you're getting rid of someone who really
Yeah.
Just, trusting of you. I think that Natalie will pick you before Mark will.
For sure.
So I just feel like,
yeah,
y'all put the wrong people on the short list, but
I agree. Okay, now thinking about it again. I mean, of course, Natalie, I think she can go just because to me, she doesn't really have that strong of a place necessarily in the game, or like the stakes are not super high for her, which is why I was thinking that. But what you really don't want is for Johnny and Tara to make it to the end together, because they have declared like we are like this
Riding
moving
for
forward. So you need to break that up right now and just let it be confusion. Like, well, we know it wasn't Tara. Oh, we know it wasn't Johnny. Who else could it have been? And just let it be that, because if they get to the end together, you ain't gonna win against them.
But you know what this feels like too? Remember, I think, was it last season or the season before last, whenever they had them in a challenge and they told them that they were going to pick their partners. And they had to pick who they were going to work with. And then they were like, okay, wonderful. Your partner's life is in your hands, because like if you don't make it through this challenge, one of you will be gone.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot what the challenge was, but I feel that possibly bubbling and coming up at some point.
Yeah.
Which is going to be really interesting, because that's going to sever some ties. So
we shall see. This season can really end
tomorrow. Just give Rob the award if you haven't already. But
this can to me, in my mind, this is all okay. How is Rob going to win? Is just how I see the rest of this season playing out. To me, there's no other way for anyone else but Rob to win.
Somebody could finally get their marbles at some point, though. At some point. You never know. And if it's just if it's convincing enough, they could flip it, but you need to be convincing. And
very.
I think that there are so little people in the house now that you can do it. But, we'll see.
Watch your back. Because at this point of the game, people stop looking at what's happened in the past and they start just being very paranoid about how they're going to make it to the end.
Yeah.
So you got to play the game real tight at this moment. So, yeah.
You got to do it.
You got to. Any last thoughts? All right. Well, thank y'all so much for joining us for this recap and review of The Traitors Season 8. Season 8. That's our season.
That's our season.
We have a podcast. Did you know? We're in Season 8.
TV podcast.
You can watch it right here on our YouTube. But yeah, thank y'all so much for joining us for this recap and review of The Traitors Season 4, Episode 9. We will see y'all next week. We'll see how these last roundtables go. I'm excited for the finale, and I'm really excited for the reunion because people have started to
They're already chirping about it. They're already chirping.
I'm excited.
And this episode, it as Frenchie told us, it could have been an email.
It could have been a carrier pigeon.
Could have been a carrier pigeon. That's really what this episode could have been.
Indeed.
But hey, a little filler before the grand finale.
Whatever.
We like to plump it up a little bit. It's okay. It's fine.
All good. But yeah, we love y'all. We'll talk to y'all next week. Bye.
Bye.